So off the bat, the episode opens with one of Kanan's couriers running from the police, right? And this was the concern that I had with Kanan getting out here at this time. As he's already been warned, the neighborhood is crawling with not just cops, but feds as well, right? Since the whole situation at the end of the second season with like the Italians and all that kind of stuff, right? The law enforcement, let's say, as a whole, is out here poking about, seeing what's going on. That's one issue. Well, we see, for whatever reason, probably because he doesn't want to go to his mom, probably can't go to Marvin because Marvin wouldn't help him, or at least wouldn't help him without telling RAQ. Maybe doesn't want to call in favors to Howard either because Howard would tell RAQ. Instead, he goes to Lou, the one person right now, or one of the few people right now that he can go to where he pretty much knows it's not going to get back to RAQ because Lou and RAQ aren't really on the best terms right now. But he kind of lies to Lou. Well, not kind of. Lies to Lou about what he's getting into because while Lou isn't the biggest fan of RAQ, he's also not a fan of Kanan getting mixed up in the streets, right? And as part of that, Lou tries to dig a little bit to really figure out what's going on, but, Kanan lies to him at every turn. But he still does him the solid of going in, trying to get his friend out. On the surface, it seems like a good idea. Well, I mean, within, let's say, this criminal world. Kanan's idea is a good idea, but it just seems like very poorly timed. And with the way that Kanan is moving right now, with the way we've seen him move in previous seasons, where within this environment, there's that potential there, but even with the more experienced hustlers, right, we see that things can go wrong. And it's in this environment right now with the police and the feds crawling about, it's a really dangerous time for Kanan with his lack of experience to be making a foray out into the streets, right? It just seems like the potential for things to go wrong is just so high. Kanan is a little bit too out in the open with this, right? Where you see him out in front of the building, distributing the pagers and maps to the couriers. And then here you see him where he's in front of the school, once again, distributing the pages and maps to the couriers. And the thing I don't understand is, Famous has an apartment. Why don't you just have them come into the apartment, give them the stuff there, or at least in the building where there's less eyes, you're not just out in the open, out on the street, when it's why is this young kid handing out pagers and maps to these guys? On the surface, sure, you have the cover of them being couriers, but at the same time, should anyone dig more deeply, they'll end up asking more questions and it'll just bring unwanted attention, And it's unbeknownst to him, it's you have, much as with his mom and with the rest of the folks, they have this looming threat from the heavy police and Fed presence, but you also have crazy man Ronnie out here running around, right? Where at the end of the last episode, we saw him standing across the street what's the dude's name? Jason Myers or whatever, just standing, staring like a weirdo, and obviously he's going to be a problem.
Thanks for tuning in. To ensure you don't miss any episodes, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and check out my playlist. Go ahead and click the thumbs up button